Good afternoon. Great to be here today. And just wanted to check in and say good day and see how you're all traveling. And wanted to just see how the other post that I put up the other day is sitting with you in terms of feeling grateful. And is that resonating with you? Have you been able to think about some things that are making you feel grateful for each day, or grateful for the things that you have in your life? Gratitude is one of the most beautiful and amazing gifts that you can give yourself every day that will raise your vibration. And what I mean by raising your vibration is literally the energy in which we have inside of ourselves. So by raising your vibration, you're going to literally feel a shift and feel a vibration within inside of you that's going to make you feel better, in every single dimension of your life. So with triple PD, we all know how difficult it is to have this disorder, how by living with triple PD that our vibration has become so incredibly low. And so the energy that comes with having triple PD is that we feel really disconnected. We are disconnected from ourselves. We feel disconnected from our body. We feel disconnected from our thinking. We feel disconnected from our mind. We feel disconnected from our vision. We feel disconnected from so many facets of our life. But one of the things, or one of the topics that I was bringing today, was the disconnection that we may feel with our family members or with our loved ones. And it's really a very, very broad topic of dysregulation with triple PD, because so many people have such an incredible loss with triple PD, because you feel so lost within inside your own body that, not only do you feel a loss of self and a loss of your own identity and a loss of whom you were as a person, and the grief that comes with feeling like a part of you has died, or a part of you has been lost forever, and that you are scratching and scrambling and scraping your way back to find that person, is incredibly difficult. And so if we're feeling those disconnections inside of ourselves with loss of relationship inside of ourselves internally, then we are feeling lost within a relationship of a broader sense with a loved one, a husband, a partner, a significant other, a child, family members, parents, all sorts of people that are really important to you, friends, neighbours, and everybody in your life that just will absolutely not understand what you're going through with this triple PD disorder. But in saying that, it's where I'm trying to draw a line is that yes, it's absolutely the most debilitating thing that anyone has ever had to go through, there is a way through, and it's not like this is going to be like this forever, because there is hope and there is healing and there is a way forward. And it's all about changing the vibration of your body. It's about neuroplasticity. It's about those great thoughts. It's about training your brain to think better things and to understand how to challenge yourself, to push yourself even further, in ways that you will, have never really thought about before. Or, perhaps you've done some of that work, or, you've engaged with vestibular rehab therapy, or you've done some CBT training and all of those neuroplasticity type training exercises, but it hasn't pushed those boundaries far enough for you that you've been able to dig really deep inside of yourself to find out where those blocks and where those, little things, those underlying forces are stopping you from reaching in deeper and further, where it's extremely uncomfortable, possibly, to, get those out of the road so that you can lift that vibration even further. But what's brought me to bring this topic to surface today really is that I follow somebody who puts up posts every now and again, and she is absolutely, with triple PD, struggling so incredibly, badly with her situation and her circumstances, and that she feels so incredibly like her husband just does not see her. He comes in, he doesn't even really acknowledge her. She's so unwell. She's probably pushing herself to work as well. She doesn't even live in Australia. And he's either out with his friends. If he's not with his friends, he comes home. And when he's at home, he gives her no attention whatsoever. And he's either on his phone or asleep. So, that must be so incredibly difficult to be married and not feel like you're supported in any way. And so not only is this beautiful young lady trying to deal with her triple PD symptoms, but she has another layer of absolute heartbreak on top of that. So it's really having to unpack, what is it, what support systems do you have? Are your support systems working for you? Where can you find further support that's actually going to mean something for you? But the number one relationship situation that you need to work on first is your own, and that's the relationship you have with yourself. And what I mean by that is that you need to dig deep. You need to really start to come back to center. It's really about the healing of your body. It's about healing of your mind. It's about healing of that vestibular system, and working with neuroplasticity to become a more confident and happier person. So if you're having, issues and you're struggling with that, I feel for anybody, but, sometimes decisions need to be made, where, in the case of this beautiful young lady, is she better off being in a place where she's going to be, moving on to be supported and surrounded by her family that's going to look after her for a little while she gets better, so that she can then, be a more wholesome, stable and more in control of her life and her situation. So I feel like it's a very, important issue. And it's interesting because triple PD, you know, obviously this disorder, it brings a low vibration. So I'm trying to lift the vibration, bring a better vibration to the channel, bring more positive vibes, more positivity to everybody, bring some tools, you know, place your hand on your heart, connect with your, you know, your heart center, you know, find ways to be more creative, you know, dance for a little while, put some music on and dance around and lift that vibration, get that energy moving in your body. You know, you're like, well, I can't dance, or I haven't been able to dance for like 10 years or 5 years or whatever. So what? Just jiggle, just, you know, move your arms and move your legs and, you know, maybe just move your shoulders or something, but, you know, giggle and laugh and be merry and, you know, bring some joy, because joy and laughter and happiness and, you know, higher vibrations and love and all of those things are going to make you feel better and bring that lovely, better vibration to your system. So, you know, hope you found this a little bit interesting, but happy days, and see you next time. Okay, bye for now.